Hey guys, welcome to the Slumber Yard. In today's in-depth mattress review, we're going to be covering everything that you should know about the new Nest Starling mattress. So this is more of a premium all-foam mattress, a newcomer to the Nest lineup that features more of a dense memory foam feel. Memory foam is something that Nest Bedding as a brand has kind of lacked. I think they have some really quality natural and organic picks. They even have a double-sided bed called the Raven, and even an accommodating pillow top bed called the Sparrow. But in terms of memory foam, there's not really much going on up until now. The Starling features that and a lot more. So in today's video, we're going to be covering the policies this bed is backed by online. Then we're going to cover its kind of unique design. We'll cover how it feels, its firmness profile, so what sleeper types are going to benefit from sleeping on this mattress the most. Near the end, I'll talk about some elements for couples to consider, the bed's price point, and I'll even sum things up with a nice final verdict to make your decision on this bed a little bit more easy. Now, there should be a lot more information regarding this particular mattress linked down below in the description box of this video, where you may even have some discount codes to help save you a good amount of money on it. But now let's get right into this one. Okay, so right up top here, if you enjoy this video or you get something out of it, click the like button on this video and always consider subscribing to our YouTube channel for a lot more online mattress review content. For the record, Nest as a brand did send us this bed for completely free to review, but if you decide to get it online for yourself, you're gonna be bolstered by some great policy information. First off, the bed is gonna ship to you for completely free. I believe you can opt for white glove delivery, but it will cost you extra. That normal bed-in-a-box service should be completely easy to do by yourself. It may be a little bit more quick and efficient if you have a friend there to help you out with the unboxing, but we've unboxed hundreds of beds over here at the Slumber Yard and it never gets old and it's always kind of fun. Once the bed is in your possession, you get a full year to try it out risk-free before it's officially yours. So that's a 365-night trial period. I believe that's the best trial period that we've seen within the online space. And it's always nice to, test out a bed for a year before you're stuck with it. After the first 30 nights of testing this bed, you find that you don't really like it, your body hasn't quite acclimated to it and you want to send it back, you can do so for completely free. But if you decide to keep the Nest Starling, which I think you probably will since you're already doing your research by watching this video, it's backed by a lifetime warranty, and we'll try to link some more helpful details regarding this policy stuff down below in the description box. One cool policy feature that's kind of singular to Nest is that they offer a lifetime renewal exchange program on many of their beds, including this one. So that basically means that the top comfort layer for the Starling is removable. So you can flip it over if that top comfort foam degrades over time, you can get a little bit more life out of the bottom. And then if that degrades over time, you can actually remove the entire top comfort foam and exchange it out for a new one. But you can only do this one time during the bed's lifespan. This is a really nice thing to have in your mattress. It dramatically increases the overall longevity of it. I think many of the Nest beds, because of this service, will last for many years to come, much longer than your average bed. But speaking of that design element, let's dive into the construction of the Nest Starling. Right up top, I do want to mention that this is a premium all-foam bed, but since it's an all-foam mattress, it's primarily going to be best for supporting medium to petite-sized individuals. Since this is a really quality, well-built all-foam mattress, I think it will last heavier people as well, but just know if you're a much heavier individual over the 250-pound threshold, you probably do want to invest in a hybrid bed that has a pocketed coil system on the bottom for support. But in terms of the Nest Starling, on the bottom, it starts off with a thin layer of base foam, then you have a big chunk of dense support foam that acts as the primary support system for the bed. Then the bed has a unique transition layer dubbed the Contour Grid Support Foam. It's basically a responsive transitional layer that has these square cutouts to give the mattress a targeted zone support feature. It's a really subtle feature when you go to lay down on the Nest Starling. You probably won't even notice it's there, but it may help to keep your back neutrally aligned at night. And it also adds a good amount of airflow to your mattress. Now, above that transitional layer, you've got a memory foam, and then on top, you've got the bed's main comfort layer of Energex foam. And this is the layer that you can switch out with that lifetime renewal exchange. This layer basically responds like a memory foam. It's viscous and really slow to respond, but since it is an Energex foam, it doesn't retain heat as much as a conventional style of memory foam. Now, rounding out the bed is a phase change cover with this cool wavy pattern on top. We didn't really notice much of a cooling effect in that cover, but again, that could vary on a case-by-case basis. Some people could find it to be really cooling, while others not so much. This entire design of the Nest Starling adds up to give the bed a classic memory foam feel. Simply put, it just feels like a Tempur-Pedic or a Nectar bed in terms of the body conforming quality that you get from it. When you push into the mattress and let go, it's really slow to respond and kind of viscous. But compared to those beds, I do think that the Energex foam on top is a little bit more responsive. So you're going to be getting that sink-in sensation that carves around the shape of your body when you lay down on the bed, but when you go to move around on it, it's going to kind of move with you a little bit more, which could be nice for combination sleeping. Now, memory foam, if you didn't already, is kind of divisive. You either tend to love it or hate it. Most people on our team absolutely love it. I personally am not the biggest fan of this style of feel, but I really enjoy the feel that's found on the Nest Starling. I think it is responsive enough for my sleeping preferences, while also being body conforming to many. Now, firmness-wise, this bed is available online in 3 different firmness renditions. We have the medium over here, and we would clock it right in between a medium and a medium firm on our scale. So this is a great option for all sleep styles, but especially combination sleepers who tend to favor sleeping on their back or stomach. This firmness level may not be the most accommodating for strict side sleepers looking for a ton of pressure relief for their shoulders and hips, but you do have a bunch of other really soft and accommodating Nest beds to consider, like the softer version of the Sparrow Signature Hybrid that's a really plush mattress that's great for side sleeping. Now it's time to talk about some things for couples to consider, mainly in regards to edge support, motion isolation, and temperature regulation. Before I get into that, I do want to mention that this bed is available in a split king firmness. You can divide this mattress to be really firm on one side and super soft on the other, great for those pesky couples out there who can't agree. For a well-built all-foam mattress, I found the edge support on the Starling to be pretty dang good. It's not going to be as great as something like a hybrid bed with reinforced coils that run along the edges, but I didn't experience any sort of roll-off sensation when I got really close to the perimeter of this thing. Motion isolation is basically how well a bed absorbs or deadens cross mattress movement, and I would say that the Starling performs great in this category. Being a memory foam option, full disclosure, these types of beds usually perform the best. I would say this bed has superior motion isolation. If you sleep with a partner who's an especially light sleeper or is jostled awake really easily, your motions shouldn't really wake them up anytime soon on the Starling. When it comes to the Nest Starling sleeping temperature, I would classify this to be a temperature neutral sleeping option. Even though it is advertised to have a phase change cover and a lot of other cooling aspects like the cooling qualities and the Energex foam, I wouldn't necessarily classify it to be an active cooling option. I don't think it's gonna excessively warm up on you, that said, or really cool you down. It should be right in the middle in that sweet spot. Temperature regulation really depends on exterior factors like your room's temperature, the types of bedding or pillows that you're using, so take all that with a grain of salt and realize that the bed is pretty much gonna remain temperature neutral, but that could again vary on a case-by-case basis. Now let's talk price, how much you're gonna be shelling out for the Nest Starling. Since this is more of a premium all-foam mattress, it's not gonna be the most affordable option out there, but I don't think its pricing is that egregious at the end of the day. A queen size retails for a little over the $2,600 mark, but after you apply a discount, which you should be able to locate in the description box of this video, I think you're gonna be paying a little over the $2,100 range. Be sure to check down below in the description box to locate that discount to maybe save you even more money on this thing. But all in all, I'm really pleased that Nest added the Starling to their lineup. I think that the lifetime renewal exchange is one of my favorite things about their beds, and this one has that, and it reminds me a lot of the Sparrow just for memory foam lovers. In terms of a short and sweet final verdict for you, I would say if you're a big fan of memory foam, it's definitely worth checking out, especially if you want a choice when it comes to firmness, you want a zone support feature to keep your back aligned at night, and you want a bed that's best for supporting average sized couples or singles. That's just my take on the subject, but what is yours? Do you like the Starling? Have you tried it out for yourself, or would you like to? Write us down below in the comments and let us know your thoughts. If you enjoyed this video or it maybe helped you narrow your online mattress search today, click the like button on it, and always consider subscribing to our channel for a lot more, but that's gonna do it with this one. I'm JD, sleep right, sleep tight, and we'll see you next time.